let's... Alright, we're heading over to... Is it too late for the kid? 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 Is he dead for real? He is dead for real. Alright. Now, I don't want to lose the... I finally found the thread. We'll just say, okay, the kid died. Good for him. People die. Live with it. Alright. Okay, enough of the bell. But alright, so I'm going to go over there. First, I'm going to head up Reuben real quick. Oh, dude, creepy. While pointing the way to, presumably, to the town hall. A guest is best when you see them less. Bad moment? Got enough on my plate. You tell me. Long tongues lead to short lives. Alright, well, we're getting together. While all of a sudden, we can mend our old friendship. The old place by the gumstone, next to the basket. You'll have more fun without me. No, we won't. I don't know, Cub. I've got a full plate here. Those men, the night hunters, too fond of playing with knives. Way too fond. Where'd they all even come from? One's cutting people? Not my fault. But somehow it is. Never took blood, but I tressed for a red harvest. How it bloomed. Forget it. I'll deal with it myself. I won't abandon you. Hopefully he comes. He sells knives for way too much. Yeah, stuff, things. Wrong button. This is so creepy to have all of them standing there like, this is the way to go. And you better go. If there's so many mice around, why can't I eat them? That seems like a good thing to do in the middle of a plague outbreak. Just eat the mice. Coffins. Coffins laying in the street. A little unsanitary. Also, man, did they have to make the bell this loud? Can I turn it off? First and foremost, we save before anything happens. Oh, well, hello.
Well, under these circumstances, any inheritance would be...
An epidemic, Barach. Plague. And if it's the sand plague, we're not supposed to tell anybody about that. If it's the sand that smothered 300 of my workers 5 years ago, then it's serious. Very serious, my boy. Your father saved us back then. But now I need you at hand. Do I make myself clear? What epidemic? Sand plague. Sand pest, as we called it back then. Lethal. Everyone who got sick died. No survivors. And contagious, Barach. Very much so. How do you know it's the same thing? That's of no concern to you, Barach. Everything important that could be done, I've done already. There will be a fund. Will there be food? I heard there would be punch and pie. There will be a headquarters, intrigues, sleepless nights. Everyone here thinks they're crucial to defeating the outbreak, but they're scared, mistaken. What can they tell you? Doctor, I need the full picture. So you have some time on your hands? Then go to each of them. Talk to 1, 2, 3 people. Fill your head with minutiae. While time is running out. Your time. 7 empty conversations. You don't need them. I can tell you all you need to know.
They claim it's healthy, but the taste is unbearable.
This is humiliating. Father purposefully charges me with tasks that present our family in the ugliest possible light. Supplying the fund with adequate food and medicine is clearly impossible. My efforts here are futile. No one knows why the train is almost a month late. We've maintained regular shipments of meat and skins, so where's our pay? Where's the regular supply train? We're on the brink of starvation. There are no stonks left, which means everyone's on their own now, and I will have to kneel in front of my father and take responsibility for this fiasco. Find a way. We'll talk to you. The 3 ruling families will recruit volunteers to observe order. The dangerous districts will be cordoned off. Entry or exit will not be possible. Any crime against health or property will be punished immediately. What does that mean for me? You're a doctor, so you have privilege. Unlike others, you are allowed entry, and more importantly, exit, from infected areas. We rely on your responsibility. If you discover you're infected, you won't attempt to conceal or spread it. Correct.
My blood is getting thicker. That's a sign of something, isn't it?
A hospital will be set up in the theater. Possible infected will be examined there every day. The disease will be studied, and we'll even try curing it. They say there's no cure for the sand pest, but Dr. Dentkovsky still has hope. What does that mean for me? It means the theater is your place now, your real home. Tend to the sick and dissect the dead. Work day and night to find a cure for this accursed plague. Yeah, I'll die. But you are Olgimski's private doctor now, aren't you? I guess he'll object then, or even forbid you to risk your life. Did he tell you that? I am not his private doctor.
What do you call such a man? A slave. You call him a slave.
Barach, this situation is regretful. I just didn't have time to warn you. You shouldn't have started the meeting without me. Well, let's get down to business. We have 3 doctors in town. 4 if we count the deranged girl who claims to have a healing touch. Rubbish, of course. But she has a lot of energy, and she knows a thing or two, so it won't hurt to let her work. And Barach, allow me to be frank. Shoot. Where did you graduate? What are your qualifications? Do you have a degree? Medical school. I want you to become my aide. Our primary goal is developing a vaccine. You're a local and enterprising. I need your help. Vaccine is something you create for the future, not for people who are sick now. You just want to protect your bodies in the capital. Other towns like this one exist, you know. If this disease is half as lethal as the outbreak 5 years ago, this place is doomed. Other people can still be saved, or perhaps you have other suggestions. I won't let you give up on the sick. What do you have in mind? I need to find a way to save people. And you're calling me ambitious? If this is the same disease that broke out here 5 years ago, then the plague is like mumps compared to it. We don't really know what happened. Think about it. A curative serum for an unknown disease, this contagious and this lethal, on such short notice? What a utopian thought. I'd rather take care of those who are already suffering. Or just say go to hell. I will make the vaccine, but I can't do it without you. All you need to do is be at hand and do as I say. I will take full responsibility for the situation. No, I won't partner with him, I don't think.
The sea must not split.
I guess this sentimental bout with old friends is cancelled. Damn it! And I spent so much unnecessary time getting it together. Planning direct days and nights? I know what you're thinking. You want to look for the murderer, avenge your father. Forget it. Let me handle it. I'll do it better than you. Father would want you to work. Let's seek vengeance. Work in his stead. I know better than you what father would want. You're no longer a surgeon. You're a pharmacist. I'm better at dissecting people, in all senses, Barach. But to create an infusion, like Isidore did, that requires your intuition, your hands. It gives me no pleasure to admit all this, but it's true. I'll do whatever duty requires of me. Oh! Did he? How did that happen? Interesting. So was that because, I guess, was he trying to, because I didn't show up, he tried to treat the kid, but then he got infected and died? Could be.
In a quiet house, you can hear the rats in the walls.
If it's the same sickness, all measures are pointless. Wishful thinking, delusional actions. For it's clear what we're dealing with. Fire from heaven, the great flood. No one shall be spared, save for the 10 righteous men. You have a fever? That would be bad. Yeah, social distance. Forget the plague. You can't affect it. Think of yourself, not of the disease. Search your soul. Are you a righteous man, or are you one of the cattle for the slaughter? Whom will it kill and whom will it spare? And why? This is the curious question which must be answered. By me, doctor, not you.
Barley the barber's leading the gang. Some barber.
You guys, you're just hanging out. I see. Oh, you too?
I'm too old. Nothing can harm me anymore.
That's the spirit. See, we got an optimist on the team. It's spreading across Earth. I said across. Where is ever? The lower town, between the gullet and the abattoir. Perhaps it won't cross the gullet after all. Maybe they'll barricade the bridges in time. 2 architects live in Earth. Andre and Peter Stampton. Both geniuses, each in his own way. Please take them into your care. You could let the whole town die, but let these 2 survive. Why? Because you won't find minds like there's anywhere else on this whole continent. We hunted them for much too long. My brother Simon collected many brilliant specimens in this town, you know. It is an ark. Where do they live? Peter lives in a loft in the Tanners. Andre, though, rarely leaves the Broken Heart, his pub below the factory. But my hopes on you, Doctor. Pay them a visit as soon as you can. Take a look. Peter Stampton, make sure he's healthy. Andre Stampton. Although both of them are, he's like, oh, we need them because they are the architects of the town. Sure.
Everything is connected. Woven together, it forms a pattern.
All right.
A human weaver who makes new connections that cannot be ended by death.
An outbreak of an odd disease turned everything upside down. I wonder what lies ahead. Tomorrow will be very different from what I expected. Unless I played Pathologic 1, in which case this isn't surprising. Let's go over to the kids. It's on my screen for some reason. It must be important. My hunger meter is already all the way full again. I got a bunch of stuff, but no antibiotics. Wait, yes tincture and yes tincture plus? Oh. I didn't pay attention to that. Some of these make crappy tinctures. I think the two of those are the two that I just made from... I guess I don't know for sure. Alright, so I have all this inventory now. What to do with it? Wander aimlessly? This is a good plan. Let me head over to the Twin Labyrinths, see what's going on. Well, I have a morphine now, but... Oh, I have nothing to trade him, except for one lockpick. I think this is the same road I went down before. I don't even need to bother with the looting stuff. I know I won't find anything. Also, I'll need to be careful because at night there are apparently going to be people running around just stabbing fools. Seems bad. Marbles? I don't want your marbles. Alright, kids, hopefully you put turkey dinner in this chest for me, please. Warm note. She left the nutshell. The house is ours again, crafting in the evening as usual. So, I mean, scissors are good, and maybe I'll take both of these and throw in some the leash. No one's ever wanted the leash. And one needle. Fair trade. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Man, imagine if I had food. I mean, I guess hunger all the way full is doing what? I'm losing exhaustion? I'm becoming exhausted, or I'm actually losing health. One of those. Left over here. More morphine. Expensive morphine. Oh crap, am I gonna take some morphine before bed or no? I mean, it might be a good idea. I need the health and stuff, but I also need the morphine. Have I been in here before? Well, it's closed. They all got stuff to say. White, yellow, red, blue, green. This is a puzzle? What are you doing? Train summoning. Is it working? Too few of us, not enough power. Do you all call at once or take turns? Uncle Hunchback? Do you know how to train summon? I used to, but it's been a while. Wish. Really, really hard for it to come. Definitely. You have to give it a name. It needs to be an adjective, so it'll be adjacent. Iron. Last, find the dead end of a railroad, the southernmost one that goes into the steps and curves a bit. Stand there and think real hard about how it needs to come soon. Call it by the name held in your mind. Will you? Okay. Will it work? It might. 2 weeks late already, and I'm waiting for a wonderful parcel. Candy? Stamps. Sounds cool. Everybody loves stamps. What about Tatsumaki? Are these are the kids that I came here to meet? What a wasted trip. They didn't even mark the spot on the map where they want me to go and yell my silly name. Oh well. Oh, kids are doing something here. Sounds like a reason to intrude. 9:15. Oh, I already passed through here. Oh, this is the place where the people were talking and I got cursed. Oh, my coffee. There's more thread, which I will need, right? I will need more thread. Can I have it? Bandages! Bandages seem so important. And I never find bandages. It doesn't work. That can be fixed. Can you fix it? Did you have one of these as a kid? No, but I can try. What is it? A little movie projector? Tinker it up. Achievement unlocked. Magic lantern. Whoa, what is it? How is it? Whoa. This is our history, its beginning and its current state, I guess. I didn't even really take a good look at it. I see. How do you like it? You can't talk. He got cursed. Alright, well, unfortunately I can't eat that lantern, so kind of a waste of a gear, but that's okay. go 4 and 2. There we go. A second morph meme. Alright, things to do. Are we still going to meet or no? After midnight in the old place, which I wasn't paying enough attention. They said something about the apple boy, apple bottom jeans. Bridge Square? That might have been what they were talking about. Gonna be too late to do anything. Let's charge across town to go here, and also we'll go to my house. This area doesn't look like it's diseased anymore. We're gonna hit midnight while I'm doing that, though. It sucks because I know that there's no food in the house. I know that nothing that I left behind would have been food. But it will be valuable stuff. Like, that was the whole reason that I upped my inventory, was so that I could... I was so full all the time that I could never pick things up. The guy T-posing over there to establish dominance. I see how it is. Oh, it is still blocked off. You don't say. Maybe I should enter it at the other end? I don't have time to go around. We'll just charge through. I am wearing my protective gear, yeah. Oh, hello. This district is infected. Listen carefully. I'll explain what you need in order to... What? Why? I already know this. Immunity is your armor. It gets thinner each time you contract the disease. So we're good to... take pills. You know the drill. Infected air lowers your immunity slowly but constantly, simply because you're breathing it in. Infected person's touch or touching infected surfaces like doorknobs or drawers. Feels like the pest breathes on you. Not a doctor. Common orderly, scared witless. I'm only describing a dream I had. But this pest, it's like it's alive. It speaks, breathes, and woe if it breathes on you. Melt your immunity worse than air. A tumor. The infection that accumulates inside your body, checking if you're ready for it. If the world starts to go black before your eyes, escape the infected area before it envelops everything. But if the darkness gives way, it means it's lost interest in you for now. Now, if I recall, I am allowed to go into these houses and take absolutely everything that I find. Right? That's the rules? Oh, I already looted this place. Oh, but I left stuff behind because I didn't have room for it. I assume. Oh, I'm almost out of those lockpicks. Oh, God! I didn't know it was going to be a spooky game. Oh, I should have saved their life, now that I think about it. I am a doctor. behind me is my house. Oh, I can't enter it? Was there another door? Or no? Is it because I'm not holding the paper, and even though there's no guards, I can't go in? Or is this the wrong house? It's the right house. Oh well. Alright, well, so as to not make it a wasted trip, let's, before exiting the east, I will run into this house, defeat any zombies or mummies that I find, but also loot everything. Are you okay? Probably not. Oh, these are all looted already. Oh! Not good. Kind of a bad sign. Oh, is my immunity... No, I still have immunity. Things are just awful, that's all. Now to leave and never come back. Is this place better or no? This place is not better. Why did I think this place was okay? It's not. Alright, well, we're here. We'll check up on Peter Stampton. Oh, God, I ran right through a thing. And it is 11 o'clock now. Couldn't pick up the bell. Oh! Was that like a mouse biting me or something? Behind me. In here. Alright, this place seems relatively okay, right? Cloth gloves just about to break. Not great. This person lives, but mortal peril looms. The sand pest chokes their district, floods the streets. As long as people stay inside. Walls can protect, but people still breathe air. The window sashes aren't the most secure. Some mice and bugs creep into houses too, and no one knows just how the plague is spread. Yeah, we should do everything we can to find out about that. Immunity protects each person here. Some have a long one, but others but a short one. The span of ones is long and others short. I didn't know immunity could be measured in centimeters. Can you convert it to a real measurement unit? A dice roll makes a clearer picture, sir. At midnight, Death will roll his dice to see if he rolls high. This one will perish, and if he rolls low, they live one day more. Your part, Barach, is but to adjust the odds. to the maximum to some degree. If a dice has 6 sides, you can at times be guaranteed a 5, as in death always has a chance to win with 6, but even death can't guarantee a 6. Further, death prefers chess. You are a doctor, surgeon, stick with dice, since you have means to cheat and death does not. This person weakly rolls a die the way someone who's barely human would. They can't roll higher than a 3 without some help, and truth be told, they'll likely roll a 1. So you come here and turn the die just so that a larger number faces up. Is he speaking in pentamic barometer? A store-bought cure or tincture brewed from herbs would help them stay alive another day. I happen to have some. Near human, you must act. These doll cocoons may one day become real and need your help. They're not dolls, they're people. One more thing, the plague moves stealthily. It has no need to speak of its arrival in a place. When plagues by windows, people are at risk, but on the morrow, other districts will be touched, and you must find them out yourself. So watch the town's condition close, Barak. I hope there's less of it tomorrow. That would be good. Hello.
A man's nerves can only take so much.
I should have left this godforsaken place 2 years ago. Get clean and move away for good. But I have no spine. I'm not a real man. I cannot leave her behind. Who? My tower. My precious tower. The locals call her Polyhedron, referring to her as it, as if she were inanimate. But for me, she is alive and female, and I can't abandon her. I have to gaze upon her again and again to convince myself she exists. Thought up that thing. I am considered responsible for her creation, but I'm not God to completely defy gravity. It's happenstance. Such a tower shouldn't be. It breaks the laws of physics, laws of optics as well. Just a coincidence. Such things are never a coincidence. What's your name? People usually call me help. I'm dying. Why have you come? Give you something better than Twirine. Listen, Doctor, you should check on Anna, too. God. You people. So needy. A circus artist who... She's misophobic. I'm worried she might lose it completely these days. She's an interesting one. It'd be a pity if she died or went nuts. Alright, so... he's in danger, but all he needs is some immuniness. Alright, well, that was decent, I guess. I guess you can only give him 1 per day. I can sleep here? Really? Maybe I should take a nap. I see. So they put an in danger here to let you know, I guess, that you ought to go and diagnose them or whatever. If I give an immunity booster to an inhabitant of an infected district, they have a higher chance to avoid infection. I can't guarantee anyone full protection, but I can rig this in my favor. Right. I wonder if... Alright, what if I take a nap to wait for midnight? And then try to get to the... No, I don't have time. If I want to go to the theater... I'm going to probably die tonight. I'm too far behind on all of these things that I'm supposed to do. Maybe we'll skip the... No, I have to go meet with them. I went and told everyone to go meet. Let me go over here and take a boat. This is the closest exit, so we'll try to get here. How do I do that? up north and then take a left. My health is so low. Can I use this bandage? Will that help? It did. That was good. Also, a bunch of idiots are gonna attack me on the street, I'm sure. I'm not gonna drink while I'm here. I don't think it's wise. This is the right way? Yes. That's not. I've already lost like all the health from that bandage. Rarely visited. What? Is this someone I should meet? I mean, there's a save point there, but I don't care about that. I keep getting splotches of blood on my vision. From hunger, I imagine. That's like hunger damage. That ain't food. Nah. Okay, quick trade, please. Give me food. Food. Hate you kids. Why don't you feed me? I should wait 2 minutes so that the thing pops up. Alright. Pop up and tell me for sure where I'm going to meet them. Today was a turning point. Fates are decided at midnight. If you want to protect someone, take care of them before nightfall. New pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. Infected over the past 24 hours, 343 people. How did I know that? I'm not psychic. So Yulia, who I just walked by her house, is in danger now, because probably this district is now in danger. Great. And Notkin is infected.
Time waits no more. It isn't you.
We really not... That old place. That old place? Sure. Sure, why not? Alright, so I'll go to that boat.
Each day is followed by a shorter night.
Put away your fingernail. Death stands behind your back. We will not carry down your boats. What do you mean? Our boats will not leave infected districts. We can carry you into the plague, but not out of it. The air is heavy here. Drives the boat down. If we pull off, we'll sink. Why are you standing here then? Plague here is not for us. So this district, if only I had taken the boat before midnight. All right. Should I? What's my load gonna look like? Yeah, this is fine. Although now watch the guy fail the die roll. Now that I went and did that. So should I still... I mean, it's either that or I just leave this way instead and check by the circus performer on my way out. No, it's too far to run in the... No, yeah. It'll save me a coin. You know what? What the heck? Yeah, I definitely see now how this game is meant to feel, like, horrifically unfair. Like, there is so nothing you can do in order to be ready for this and to go, oh yeah, no struggles or anything. Doing just fine. Rather nice house for a clown.
I'm afraid of undressing. What if I should spot something on my skin?
Don't touch me. Stay away. I'm a doctor. Are your hands clean? I'm not going to touch you. Stop yelling. You've touched the doorknob! What? Microbes are transmitted with touch. They stay on the skin. Evil is transmitted with touch too, and it stays on the skin. Fate is transmitted with touch. All this dirt changes you, killing you slowly. This is so repulsive. Oh, is that what he said her phobia was? She's a hypochondriac? I'm a doctor. I'm prattling about that toxic soot from the factory. It's out there, behind the windows, everywhere. All this dirt and grime. It's a punishment. It's all about those damn children. Doctor, making my rounds. Do as I tell you. There's an epidemic in town. What? Plague? All my fault. My punishment. What kind of crime? You a real medic? So I wouldn't... Just don't touch me. A real one. An angel. Alright. In danger. Well, have a drink. Have one of the good drinks. Here you go. Even that wasn't that much. Okay. So he told me about her, and she was in danger, but since I had never met her, she didn't even show up on the screen to know that she needed saving. Alright, so... we just run... Directly this way. Oh, and I'm right. Yeah, I'm right here. Oh, but I won't make it to him in time for midnight. Since there's only 3 minutes, so I'll just ignore him and keep running. Oh, my gloves fell off. You failed to protect the crude sprawl from infection. Failed. It's a strong word. I think you could phrase it as, you did a good job protecting, but somebody else did it wrong. Bullshit. Which really makes me wonder, like, could you just save scum it all the way? Like, save it every day 5 minutes before midnight and just re-roll a bunch of times? Are you in it? Like, I would never do that in most games.
Something will be irretrievably lost.
I would never do that in most games, but it might be something that you kind of have to do here. So, oh, now even my factory place is... Oh, no, that's bad. Well, I'm gonna go meet those guys. I'm also, I think, gonna just drink a water. I'm carrying some around. Man, there's tons of herbs just sitting around out here. I have to remember too, I can hit that if I want to just see map icons. But then I will fail to realize that there is a fence. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I already used the bandage? Okay, this place isn't infected. Well, that's good, but I'm still dying of hunger. As you do. Can't get up there. They all came. I'm so proud. And there's a bed to sleep on if I want. A murder of crows, huh? There weren't so many crows in town before, were there? Nope, it was all sparrows before. And larks. And starlings. Scared, aren't you? What will you do with the cutthroats? What can I even do? Pretend I'm still their leader to their face, then disown them around polite society? Already on it. What else is there? You won't last long, not this way. Calm down. Too late for me, cub. I've only got one road ahead of me now. Perhaps the outbreak is for the best. Plagues are like fires. People forget old scores, and all hell will break loose here soon. Any dark prophecies to share? No need to prophesize. People fear hunger. Even honest workers will turn their hatchets and hammers to crime. Burgling houses, looting corpses, gutting each other. They will. Oh, they will. Not all of them. The turf's so dry you don't even need a match. A glare would start a fire. And when the kin bares its teeth, that's when we'll all dance. They're slow on the start, but oh so fast on the draw. The master likes the mute and obedient, but apathy makes them that way, not stupidity. They're only obedient till the time comes. And here it comes. You're right. The people who lose their jobs, they won't be too fond of staying home. They'll find new hobbies, like looking for food or venting their anger. And Fat Vlad shut his facilities down the day before yesterday, didn't he? Crafty. Didn't whisper so much as a single word to me. Do you think he knew? He might have suspected. It's the same sandpass we saw 5 years ago. We're all finished. There was no salvation from it. Every single person in the crude sprawl died. Your father was fast enough to lock the doors back then, so it died there. Only reason we're still alive. Now we can't even lock the gate, and there's no one to lock it either.
No. This town can't give birth to a murderer.
We've been talking while we were waiting for you. About what's in store for us all? No, about each other. Did the three of you make peace? Isn't it obvious? Any old grudges pale in comparison to this sort of catastrophe. Tragedies like this bring people together. Ought to, anyway. So it did to us. I disagree. The outbreak will sow discord. It will tear apart friends. It wasn't the plague that got us together. It was you. Not for the plague, no one would change their mind. No, it was you. It was all you. You're well. You've done really well, cub. You swallowed your pride in the wrongs done to you. You weren't ashamed to vouch for grief. I don't think I could have done the same. The last hug before the flood comes. We'll protect each other. We'll try to survive, yes? Do you know why all the stations were shut down, both the cargo and passenger stations? Passenger station a year ago, cargo in the summer, some sort of renewal project. Remember how enthusiastic they were about building new railroads before the war? Were you also there on the front? In the war? Sure. Served as a medic for a while. Sand pest. Do you know why? Why sand? Because it makes your skin dry like sand. People still believe it came from below ground. All those fairy tales of an earthen golem, a clay-legged shabnak, you know. Nonsense. It mowed down everyone in that poor district last time. No survivors. Every single person got infected. Every single person died. Does this mean there's no hope? Hope is all that stands between us and ending it all every evening. I prefer not to think. Yeah, I'll concentrate on my work. What about you? I didn't expect you to come. Neither did I, but I don't regret it. I've regained my strength a bit. Good. Can I have your food then? I've already forgotten what the steppe is like. What's that train car over there? Damned if I know. I think someone lives there, a kid maybe. I saw a ball there on the rails. Kids often gather around these parts. Not everyone is fond of that polyhedron. Not everyone fits there. Filtering someone out? No idea how to deal with children. Same here. I am angry with you, and you ought to understand why. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So there they are. Old friendships can be mended, but our lives will never be the same again. Alright, let me sleep for 1 hour and it gives me the dream, right? This is what I'm dreaming of tonight? So there's the weird woman that's been following me around, right? Is constantly like, yeah, we promised to get married or something. Alright, so now can I go... Am I just gonna die when I go to sleep because I don't have any food? Oh, I didn't open this. Nothing. I gotta eat some walnuts. Eat some walnuts to see if I don't die. That tiny little, teensy, infinitesimal... Oh, I also have peanuts and hazelnuts. They're all not gonna do anything. Alright. Morphine on an empty stomach. Seems like a good plan. Bonk. I died. I assume I died, right? Game over? You look like a game over.
You need an upper hand. A foot in the door. A head. Let's leave that one screwed on for now.
Is it my line now? Oh, yes, you're right. Here I go. Go back, my friend. The door is over there. How did I get here? Oh, no. Wrong line. Let's try again. I was dead. I was dead. And then, death is never quick. Understanding is a process. Unpleasant but avoidable. Unpleasant but unavoidable. What is but a moment for an external observer might feel like a day inside, or a week, or if you're particularly unlucky, a year. Not dead yet. As a director of our theater, I will now inform you of the most important pillar of your role. Silence in the audience. So, with each death of a new actor, we will all face irreversible consequences. Got it? Irreversible. Any actor who continues Barak's path in place of the previous Barak will have it harder than their predecessor. Such is the theater of cruelty. Each death makes the role harder. You will become burdened with the consequences of your predecessor's death, their negligence. Unpleasant and painful. You won't be able to make a step without a drink of water. How's that? How about being unable to touch a close one, or growing as weak as a 5-year-old child? Your life force has already dwindled, and will keep dwindling with each consequent death. Each and every one of them. Why are you doing this? I warned you, each new attempt will be harder. When one actor dies, the next finds themselves even closer to the abyss. Try to finish this piece in one go. You personally, so that no one has to replace you. Have pity on your successor. I'll touch clocks more often from now on. Didn't I make it clear enough that clocks won't help you? A clock is just a point from which a successor begins. But they still carry their predecessor's mistake, else we'd never solve this riddle. What riddle? I'll explain it to your successors if you fail. Clearly those will be beyond help anyway, those third-rate phonies, so I'll have to spell everything out to them. Wonderful. Curious person. You make me regret I'm a surgeon, not a psychiatrist. So that sounds like dying isn't a game over. You continue, but things are harder?
My path was called Earth. I could have told you all why the black soil is not to blame for this catastrophe.
But now you're dead. Excuse me. Yeah, I imagine this place winds up filled if you let a whole bunch of people die. So I'm back to day 3. I'm back to the last time that I saved, but I might have a, like, penalty now because I died. And I really don't have any food, or any way to get food, or to recover health. So, oh, this time at random there was an egg in there. I feel like this is quite possibly the end of the game, you know, the end of this run, though, that I would have to completely start over. Oh, look, yeah, you can see the there's a tiny little bit of orange missing from the end of my health bar. So if I say load game... Yeah. That seems to permanently be there. Strange decision. Because I mean, you could just hit escape when you think you're about to die and reload a save, right? All right. Well, I think that's probably going to be the end of the even though I am so interested in it, but I would much rather just see highlights of someone else playing through it. or you know, some kind of explanation. I did have more fun than I thought I would, you know, going through and trying to do stuff, but ultimately it's gonna turn into way too long of a playthrough for me to like do this properly. And on top of that, I'm so not a fan of save scumming, which it looks like you really can't do. Like right now, I've got a thing saved. It's 10 minutes before midnight. I could go wait for midnight to tick, see if there's anybody that dies, reload the save, do it again. The same way that I could, you know, I reloaded this save, open this again, there's a different thing inside. I don't really have anything against games being difficult, but if part of what like your skill in the game is knowing when and how to save scum, I already knew ahead of time that applied to this game a little bit, and that I wasn't a huge fan of it. But like I said, still interesting to have, you know, at least gotten this far and seen just how severely they want you to feel like the game is unwinnable, and then to know that there's, you know, from Pathologic 1 that not only is it possible to survive till the end, but that if you do want to get the best ending, like the secret ending, you are actually supposed to do it where you don't let anyone die. Alright, so that's it for this. Tuesday. There's only going to be 2 streams next week, Tuesday, Thursday. Tuesday, I'm going to start Heaven's Vault, I think. We'll start playing through Heaven's Vault, and after I've finished that, I think we will go ahead and start Final Fantasy 13-3 Lightning Returns. I don't know how long Heaven's Vault is. We'll find out. So thank you, and good night. See you next time.